Drink what I gave you freely and be sure when the arrows start coming, you will not be taken.
I have seen you before.
Yes, you have seen me before. It would be appreciated if you ask your maiden to leave us. I want to talk to you alone.
I know you as a very weird character. Why would you ask me to tell my maid to leave? I don't think I would like to be left alone with a character like you.
But if you cherish the company of your maiden so much, why didn't you tell her that you drank poison instead of wine?
How did you get to know about the wine? Are you confirming to me that what I drank was poison?
Ask your maiden to leave us. I want to talk to you alone and I don't have all the time in this world.
My maid is gone. What do you want to tell me?
Ugbaja, your husband, whom you love so much, is evil. He is not a valid king. He has no respect for the sacredness of human life. His days are numbered. If care is not taken, disgrace out of office would be too basic an expression to qualify what is coming after him. This is a verdict of the gods. And I have come here because I know you are a noble woman. Do not get yourself involved with the war of the gods. It may consume you in the process. Good day.
Please wait. What do you mean by the verdict of the gods? Verdict?
What's happening here? I overheard you asking someone to explain the meaning of the verdict of the gods.
You mean you did not see the young man that walked through that same door?
What are you talking about? Which door? I didn't see anyone. Where did he come in from? I came in from the shrine, where the chief priest insisted that I obey the verdict of the gods. Back here in my own house, here and now, I overheard you talking with somebody who said he's a young man or whatever, and talking about the same thing.
I have confirmed that the glass of wine you gave me to drink was actually poison. And I want to tell you now that I resign as the queen.
What do you mean? Wait! What's happening? You are trying to walk out on me? By the way, who even told you it is possible that you could resign as queen?
You do not have respect for the sacredness of human life. Please leave me alone.
What is happening? Why is everything falling out of place? Am I losing grip? Am I?
Can you see your life? Can you see your life? Ichi Onyo Meronando and other credible elders have finally made nonsense of what is still remaining of your credibility.
What is the meaning of all this? How could they go to the press to write a disclaimer on a valid king?
Who told you that it's a valid king? Settle down and read all the points raised. Obaja is going down. And if you are not careful, you are going to go down with him. Enuge.
This is Ishe Onyemenlandu of Urenebo. Can I help you?
What point are you trying to prove? Are you trying to prove to me that you don't know the very authority that is making this call to you?
Authority.
I believe you've seen the papers.
Exactly. And that is why I'm making this call to you. What is the meaning of that rubbish that you published? Why are you insulting the exalted position of the king of Urunebo Kingdom? Who gave you the right to publish a disclaimer on the king that is ruling over us?
I am happy you know that he is ruling over you. All the credible citizens of Urunebo are not included in that bunch you refer to as us. The youths have spoken and there is no going back.
Ishionyo Melonando, let me get one thing clear from you. Are you the one that is inciting the youths against the king?
I want to give you one information. The youths of today are not the dozer youths we used to have. The youths of today are not afraid of illegal policemen that execute illegal orders. The youths of today are ready to die in pursuit of justice. They are sick and tired of your evil king. And I want to tell you immediately, you lack what it takes to sustain this war.
Ishionyo Melonando cutting the phone on me. What are they up to?
What exactly are you telling me? That the queen lied or what? What? Tell me!
No, Your Majesty. We never say so. Because surely we can't say so.
Then can you explain to me? Can you explain to me how and why the intruder entered this palace from nowhere and then went straight in to the queen's chambers, her living room? Tell me, how did he pass the gate? Who led him? Who showed him the way? Who? I said who?
My king.
Yes?
Maybe the queen mother saw a ghost.
Ghost? Did you say ghost?
Yes, my king. Because the only person that came here this morning was the meat supplier that came from the central abattoir. Apart from him, the other people that came here were the children that came to fetch water. And apart from them, no other person.
If you go to Amuma, you'll find out that she's just a girl without the gifts of appearing and disappearing. She's just a normal, beautiful girl that would one day settle down and raise a wonderful family. It's the gods of your land that are using her body and face to make appearances to you and to others. She's not even aware of these appearances. I must leave you with the warning the women left with your guard. Your days are numbered.
Is it possible that the gods are using these faces and bodies? Is it possible? What? What a pleasant surprise!
Now I see the emptiness of this palace. A palace where an airport taxi will drive straight into the compound without any guard stopping it. A palace where I can walk into the throne room and nobody will receive me. A palace where there are no porters at the gates to receive visitors. So this is why the people of Urunego published a disclaimer that they're not part of anything happening in this palace.
Son, listen, you have just returned. You're just coming in. You don't know anything about Urunego. All this, your inflammable statements are not called for.
And this is what is greeting my glorious return. A disclaimer from the people of Urunego. They don't want you as king. Father, how could you have allowed this kind of shame to be brought on your person? How?
I want you to tell me your impression about this whole revelation.
My impression is that Mr. Okoli, our foster father, is an honorable man, and I believe him 101%.
That's not what I'm talking about. I believe in him equally. But I want you to tell me what you think is right we do.
I don't know why you asked the question. But if I'm to say my mind, the best thing is for us to wait for things to unfold on their own.
Mr. Okoli has told us how the evil king murdered our biological parents. He has told us that he's from the original royal family of Urunego. I was thinking you will use your position in government to restore royalty where it ought to be. Is that not the musician? What's he doing here? How did he know her address?
I bow to greet you because I know you represent something mightier than us. To what do we owe the honor of this visit?
Ndị mmadụ na-emenefu unu bụ ndị Olisa gọzila gọzigunu mmadụ achụ n'ụwa n'ike n'ọnwụ na-abịa n'ike Chukwu sị gị gbaba mbọ onye Chukwu anyị gọzili ọ gọzigo ya Chukwu sị gị gbaba mbọ onye Jehova na-edu ya edu n'onwe ya onye Chukwu anyị na-edu ya edu n'onwe ya onye bulu chi ya ụzọ gbagbo onwe ya n'ọsọ Olisa nke nwe mmadụ nwezi ihe niile onye achụ n'ụwa n'ike n'ọnwụ na-abịa n'ike onye Olisa gọzili ọ gọzigo gị mmadụ na-eme n'efu mmadụ na-eme n'efu.
I look at you, I see people who have the mark of the Almighty God. And it's because of that mark, that's why the assassins didn't kill you that night. Your father has already told you he still doesn't know what actually happened that night. But I can tell you, it is an act of the Almighty God. And the reason is to prepare you too for the challenges ahead. I have come to let you know when God says yes, no man says no. The two of you have very important roles to play in the new Orunebo. But do not make such mistakes. Do not move faster than the God who has been leading you.
Everything is becoming confusing.
It was like a mystery before. It's getting clearer now.
It's not getting any clearer. Everything is becoming more confusing.
It is important you understand the caliber of a man you are trying to intimidate. I am Uche Onyemenandu of Urenebo. I am not afraid of anybody. Anybody.
One thing I would never do is to join issues with a riffraff like you. What's the meaning of this useless disclaimer you published in the dailies?
I understand your son is in town. If you don't understand the disclaimer that is written in simple English, then you can pass it to your son. He will interpret the meanings to you.
I hope you realize you're talking to Obaja, the man who walks alone in the forest, the man who overpowered the hungry leopard and seized from that leopard the meat it was eating. Why are you provoking me to the point that I may be tempted to rip your flesh from your bones?
A man that is standing without the chief priest is standing without the gods. A man that is parading himself without Udujeze is already up against the elders of the land. You must confess publicly to all the atrocities you've committed in this land, and you must step down to your claim of royalty or face the verdict of the gods.
He cut the phone on me. He had the temerity to cut the phone on me. Oh, I will squeeze him mercilessly. I will separate his head from the rest of his body. No, I will rip his flesh from his bones. I will do that.
Father, you've not managed to tell me what he said.
The man said nothing. The enemy of the state had the effrontery to cut the phone on me. Oh! I will enjoy it. I will enjoy it when I will kill him.
not to understand the handwritings on the wall. Can I be parading myself as a prince in a volatile land?
Your Majesty, I am surprised at this visit of yours. The queens of this kingdom do not move around at night, especially without a guard. What are you doing here at this ungodly hour of the night? And why are you not dressed like the queen?
I am not dressed like the queen because it is clear I am not the queen. You see, a time comes when people tell themselves the truth.
My sister, I am not getting you at all. Can you please throw more light?
I have resigned as the queen. And I have told Obaja, I would like you to gather the women for me. I would like to have a meeting with them tomorrow.
This is getting interesting. Please, what do you want to tell the women if I may ask?
I came to you because I know you have the power to gather the women. Or don't you?
If you are sure that you have resigned as the queen, then I will tell you that I will gather the women tomorrow for the meeting.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, you don't really know me because we are not close. I'm a very decisive woman. I don't open my mouth until I'm sure of what is coming out of it. This is the only kingdom we have. And we have to rise and rescue it from Obaja. Please, gather the women for me. Good night.
I've always known that God is not asleep. Chineke, Daalụ.
I don't know how you're going to react, but what you're doing with me, it's not right. I am a serving maiden in this palace, and it is wrong for the king to have his way with me.
You know, you're saying all this because you don't know the instruction I have given to the elders in council. They're going to make an important move tomorrow.
What move are they going to make tomorrow?
I'm going to drop your bride price tomorrow. Now that automatically makes you the queen of this kingdom.
Please, don't say a thing like that. Don't let the queen mother hear this. She's gonna kill me.
As I speak to you now, the queen is out of this palace. You know where she is?
She told us she was going to somewhere quiet to meditate. And she kissed us all before she left. We all know the queen mother does not deceive.
What if I tell you that the queen deceived all of you?
You are scaring me. Why would she leave?
She left because she knew that in the first place she was not qualified to be the queen. And I'm happy because, you know, all those things we're doing in secret, we can now actualize, bring it to the open.
You see, I'm supposed to be happy because I am getting married to the king. But I am not. I don't want it to be seen as a betrayal to the queen.
You don't let things like that bother you. The important thing is, I'm going to transform your life. And all the women in this kingdom will bow to you. How do you like that? Yeah? Do I qualify for a hug? Hey.
Mother, why would you choose to leave today that I told you I'm returning from the UK? You're the only one I confided in. Why did you leave?
I'm sorry, son. It was a matter of life and death and I had to leave.
Tell me your exact location. I want to see you now.
I'm sorry, son. I cannot tell you where I am right now until I see you face to face and be sure that you're not following your father's footsteps.
Oh, come on, Mother. You think I'm supporting my father? Give me some credit. Please tell me where you are. I want to see you tonight.
What's the rush for? Tomorrow is almost here. You know, son, your father wanted to kill me. And I would be a fool to remain with a man who wanted me dead.
Mother, there are some things you don't say. Why would my father want you dead?
He wants to get at a man. And he believes that killing me is a way forward for him. Do you know that your father actually poisoned a glass of wine and I drank it? I survived by an act of God.
This man he wants to get at, is he your boyfriend?
Excuse me? What did you just say?
Mother, this is the 21st century and everything is possible. It happens in the UK, so there's nothing bad if it happens here. I know my father is old and he can't perform sexually. So you might want to keep a guy around, just to satisfy your sexual urge. And I see nothing bad in that. This guy, is he your boyfriend for real or he's just a gigolo?
You know what, Jidafor? Good night. We shall talk again tomorrow. God.
Listen, Mother, listen. Hello?
Is this the rubbish he learnt in the UK? So disgusting.
Son, what's all this I'm hearing from the cook? He said you refused to eat the special meal I asked him to cook for you. Instead, you preferred smoking and drinking.
Father, do you need a soothsayer to confirm to you that this kingdom is on fire? This is not the time for us to talk about special dinner or whatever.
Wait a minute. Where are your royal beads?
Father, what we face in this kingdom is way bigger than royal beads and bracelets. I want to know the exact reason my mother left this palace.
Must we go into all that?
Yes, we should. I called her earlier and she seems not interested in coming back here.
Who even wants her back? Your mother is not a noble queen. And I'm sure she must have read the handwriting on the wall and decided to quit before I asked her to leave.
Father, what were you planning? Were you planning on killing her or sending her back in?
Why must you listen to your mother? I am your father, the king. You should listen to me.
But Father, my mother confided in me that you wanted to kill her just because you want to get at a man. Who is that man?
You want the truth? Good. She even told you the truth. Pick up your phone and call your mother. Call her! Call her and ask her about the man she's been smuggling inside this palace. Into this palace. Ask her.
Father, are you sure my mother was smuggling men into this palace? Or you're just making up this story just to discredit her? Just like giving a dog a bad name because you want to hang it.
Your father, the king, is marrying a new queen tomorrow. That's what you should be thinking. Son, you should leave your mother alone and begin to look forward. See, this palace is bubbling. This palace is moving. Son, revenue is dropping into this palace in chunks and bigger chunks. Listen, in the palace safe, there is well over 100 million naira in physical cash. And all that is for you. You're my son. Come on, be happy. Align yourself with your father and you will be happy forever. Yes. One more thing. I want you to realize that what makes the leopard deadly and dangerous is deposited inside the ball of the leopard. Come on, son. Pick up your royal beads and be gallanted. Together we're going to fight and we will win. Okay?
Mosi, he's really through. Why are you looking at us as if you don't understand us? Your daughter has been working in the palace as a palace maid. The truth is that she became the trusted maiden that worked closely with the former queen, Nora. And during the period she served as a maid in the palace, she mastered all the seductions and charisma of queens. We are here by the orders of the king. Your daughter is now the queen of Urunebo Kingdom. And we are here to present you with these gifts and these traditional requirements. This is her bride price that makes her traditionally wife to the king.
Wow. Ichiomenka, I am surprised at you. Why are you talking as if you no longer understand and know our tradition in this Urunebo Kingdom?
Now, Ngozi, tell me that custom and tradition which you think you know that I, Omenka, don't know.
Right. I will tell you. A woman that is getting married must be present to accept the man that is coming for her, or the representative of the man. Now, I have not seen my daughter, and you are asking me to give her hand in marriage to the king. You disappoint me.
Wait a minute. Ichiowozu, I want to understand one thing from you. Are you saying that you don't believe that it is actually the Igwe that sent us with these gifts and money to you?
What I'm saying is that I'm not going to announce my daughter married without hearing from her. Go and tell your king. That is what I have just said.
Ishenwosi, if hearing from your daughter is the issue, then you don't have a problem. I will now call the king, and the king will not only confirm to you that it was he that sent us to you, but will also hand over the phone to your daughter, who will give you all the confirmation that you need.
Majority of our people have opinion that 3 of you are compromised. Huh? And the way 3 of you are going through this lays credence that what they are saying is true.
Don't insult us here. Remember, we are representing the king, and you should learn to talk to us with prestige, dignity, and respect.
How am I even sure that your so-called king has not put my daughter in the family way? How come that you people have chosen to marry her using the method that is very strange to our land? Eh? Just go and tell your king that my daughter remains a maid in that palace, he has no right to convert her to any other thing.
Do you ever realize that by your continued resistance to this marriage, you are preventing your daughter from being the queen of Urunebo kingdom? You will become royalty by marriage.
Yes, I desire to be royalty, but not with the man that people have abandoned. Yes, go and tell him what I have just said. Yes. I'm not that kind of man that people can deceive with gift and a large chunk of money. I'm not that type of man.
Do you realize you are my brother? Of the Semawato village.
Oh no.
Kedu, why are you talking like this?
Ichie Omenka, I am disappointed at you. Don't let me repeat myself.
Mother, please, I came for something important and I don't want to deviate from it. I was the one that told you that I've discarded the princehood. I have realized my mistakes. I am still the prince. I am still royalty. Forget that side. I want you to answer my question. Why did you do what father said you did?
This is so unbelievable. Your father told you that I was bringing men into the palace and you believed him.
If you want me to believe you, then you have to tell me the truth. Father told me that he missed the man by the whiskers, and you actually confirmed to him that there was a man. So who was that man?
This is so unbelievable. Jidofo, let me ask you. Do you think that I'm a promiscuous woman?
Well, it doesn't matter to me now, even if you are. All I want you to do is to confirm to me that it happened, then I'll know how to handle my father.
I named you Jidofo. And it is so appalling that you don't even know the value of the name you bear.
I'm really sorry, mother, but I think you're appealing to sentiments. The question is, why on earth would you bring a man into the palace? This kingdom has developed significantly and there are so many coded hotels here and there. So you couldn't even take me into a hotel?
Are you telling me that you believed your father?
This palace is bubbling. This palace is moving. Son, revenue is dropping into this palace in chunks and bigger chunks. Listen, in the palace safe, there is well over 100 million naira in physical cash. And all that is for you. You're my son. Come on, be happy. Align yourself with your father and you're happy forever. Okay?
To be honest with you, Mom, I believe my father. I'm just so happy for you that you were able to build this place. Maybe you should live here with him. I'm ashamed of you, Mother.
Jidofo. You have the right to believe what you want to believe. You are entitled to your opinion. But I have to tell you the truth right here and now. I never cheated on your father. I did not smuggle any man into the palace. I left the palace because your father wanted to kill me. I remained the noble woman of Urunebo kingdom. And I'm leaving posterity to judge your father and I.
Ekweleze zurike amamado aruna ekweleze zurike amamado ajeza batati sase obodo budo nyisi nana obodo adimma urundinze amamado do yogogo amamado Amụma ekwereze zuru ike. Amụmado, amụmado. Arụla na-ekwereze zuru ike. Amụmado, amụmado. Ajeza bata tisasi obodo budo n'isi na nna. Obodo adị mma uru ndị nze. Amụmado, amụmado. Do ya go, amụmado, amụmado.
I can't believe this is happening right here in the throne room. It is absurd.
Eh? You know what I like about you? You use words without knowing their true meanings. Eh? I am king. And I have just crowned you the Obi of Urunebo. I don't understand how you use a word as strong as absurd, to describe what the king does with his queen.
You fool.
Yeah. Yeah. Speak on.
Your Majesty, we are having difficulty convincing the father of the maid to accept the bride price and the gifts that we have brought to him.
Why is he reluctant to accept such a lavish gift?
We have even gone back and promised him on your behalf that the king has approved making him one of those that will be managing the gravel and stone site.
And what did he say to that?
He rejected that too, insisting only on seeing his daughter.
Why would he go on insisting? Why? You see, at this point in time, I have just crowned her the queen, the Obieze of Urunebo, Queen Obieze of Urunebo. And she's right here with me, adorned fully like the queen she is, looking resplendent. So why would the father turn down so many of such offers?
Your Majesty, we are calling to make a request.
Yes, which is?
Release the queen to come and see her father. For her to have even accepted to be crowned the queen has weakened the defense of the father, and he would have no option than to release her as soon as he understands her new status.
Is that the consensus of opinion of the Council of Elders?
Yes, it is a unanimous decision by the elders in council.
Right. Consider it done. The queen would see her father today.
Kehoku, what did he say?
Are you asking me? You know we have a very understanding king. As usual, he approved everything without any objection.
Very good.
And you know what? He has already crowned her the queen.
No, why? I have a problem with that. Why must he do a thing like that? Why should he go ahead and crown her the queen without consulting the elders in council? Amadi, why should that be a problem? Eh? Don't worry. When the dust settles, we tell him how much to pay. More money. Don't worry about that.
Your father wants to see you today. I don't know what his reasons are, but I want you to understand that you have to see him today.
Thank you very much. I can't believe this is happening to me. Hey, little me. Little Ujunwa of Awata. A one-time palace maid attached to Queen Nora is now Queen Obieze.
Obieze.
Okay, Obieze. That is the king's heart.
Yes.
Obieze of Urunebo. This is magical. I think you will kill me.
Come on, get up.
So happy.
This is the second time you are visiting this shrine. Who are you?
My name is Emenike, and I'm from this land.
What I know for sure is that you have the aura of the gods. I am only but the chief priest, not a seer. Something tells me that you are an important personality. And I insist, I want to know who you are. Who are you?
I'm from the Nwokoye family.
I know it. I know it that the Nwokoye family is not finished. What have you been doing all this while that Ubaja is discreet in this land?
Well, I've come to ask you another question. You as a chief priest, what have you been doing to stop this man that is desecrating this land?
Urunebo, our land of peace, is the kingdom of the gods. We don't go ahead of our gods. The gods are not asleep. I, as the chief priest, I know that at the right time, the gods will rise and do the right thing.
Do you know where the Odudueze is as we speak?
As I am talking to you right now, I cannot say exactly where the Odudueze is located. But the gods revealed to me that the symbol of authority is with a member of the Nwokoye family. Yes, a member of Nwokoye family is holding it and would return it to me when it begins to change its colors like chameleon. Are you the one holding the symbol of authority?
Apart from my sister and I, are there other survivors of Nwokoye family?
Are you the one holding the symbol of authority?
Yes, I am the one holding the symbol of power and authority of Orunebo.
Has it started changing colors in line with the revelation I got from the gods?
It started 4 days ago. I got scared, and that's why I'm here.
You don't need to be scared. This discussion will continue after you brought the symbol of authority to me.
Now, if I return the Odudueze, who are you going to give it to?
We shall wait for the verdict of the gods. For now, you go and bring me the symbol of authority. Go now.
Ngozi, in line with your requests, she has come to see you. This is Queen Obi Eze of Urunebo Kingdom. She has arrived and we shall be delighted to see you stand to give her the respect that she deserves.
Yes.
Okay, my daughter, come.
No, Ngozi. You cannot take our queen to any secret meeting.
Ichiomenka, I want you to know that this girl standing here is my daughter. And I can't remember telling you that I have given her hand in marriage to any man. So you cannot just address her as your queen.
My queen. We are in your father's compound. And I'm sure the spirits of the vicinity are hearing us. This business is strictly yours. And has nothing to do with your father here.
And what type of information are you passing to her?
I am giving her important information. Ngozi, I am going to prove to you that we are in Igbo land. And in Igbo land, a child does not just belong to a man. A child belongs to all the people in the community. My queen, I want you to tell the spirits of this vicinity that you willingly accepted being the queen of Urunebo Kingdom and that you were not forced or coerced by anybody.
Impossible. How can you lure her into making such abominable statement? Eh? Come, let's... No. Wait, come. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, wait for me.
My queen, your father is full of witchcraft. A sorcerer. He is a sadist. And he's doing everything to prevent you from entering into the opulence of the palace. To know that you are already under the king's protection. You are the queen already. So look into his eyes and tell him that there is no going back. Eh? There is no going back. Barbara! Dikeh!
Yes, you dragged me to this place. What for?
I am your wife. And you know I've always respected your judgment.
So, why are you not willing to respect my judgment now?
This one is different. Our daughter has found happiness in the eyes of the king. And she's going to be happy as his wife. Do not prevent your daughter from entering where her happiness is guaranteed.
Are you aware we are talking about the man the youth has abandoned?
Forget the youth. Forget them and think about the wealth in that family. Those elders have promised that the king will help you renovate this house you have been laboring for years to do. And I know the king will do it for us. Please, go and give them your blessing and our daughter will be happy.
I am not making a mistake, father. Queen Ini was found wanting and was sent out of the palace. I was the only one the king found worthy of her replacement. Father, please, allow me to be his wife.
Do you realize we are talking about a man the gods have abandoned? I mean, an evil king that have been killing and shedding blood recklessly. A man we have ceased to recognize as a king in this kingdom.
Why are you doing this? Eh? Why? That you've ceased to recognize him as the king does not change the fact that he is still the king. He is the richest man in Urunebo as we speak. And there is no way I will allow you to ruin my daughter with your hardened heart. Yes!
You know what? I am no more interested in this business. I'm not part of it. Go ahead and do whatever you want to do. I'm out of here.
My dear, cheer up. He is your father and I am your mother. Ichiomenka out there is his brother from this same Awato village. If he refuses to bless the marriage, Ichiomenka will do it.
But why is father kicking against it? Do you know the king has a very big plan for us?
I know. Forget your father and think about your future as the queen. Cheer up, my dear. Please.
Also, Mosu. That's so Mosu. I can. Oh, Potal. I am one. One are you going?
Everything is resolved. Yes, my daughter is the queen. Now, she has the blessings of the family.
Your Majesty. Mana, I can happy Shaka to Baboniaka. What is Wosu? He should come back here and tell us that he has swallowed his words. Yes.
Ishi Amadi, Inozikwe, how can you be asking for Wosu when the mother of the new queen has told us here that this marriage has received a family blessing? Or are you one of those who still hold the opinion that women are nothing?
Abara, I never said that our women are nothing. I never said so. How can I say such a thing, even in the presence of our queen? I just feel that it will be proper for us to have Wosu here to give his final blessing. Why you make why he build? Huh? Chamadi. Marian. Why are you flogging a dead horse? Eh? Wosu is my brother. Even here in our outer village, I am more recognized as a traditional man than Wosu. So I am here to give Your Majesty a final blessing. I give her a pussy. Your Majesty, please, I don't want you to kneel down before me, but I want you to kneel before the gods and the spirits of this vicinity that have come to give you your marital blessings. Please, come and kneel down. Amen. Oya drink mama. Ise. Iya Moses oke Moses ori. Ise. Iye eri ga ya bia. Ise. Iye eri ya bia. Ise.
No. This is a bad omen. Why is it changing into different shapes and colors?
The time has come for me to take it back to Obi.
Are you out of your mind? You want to give it to the evil king that wiped out our entire family?
I'm not a fool. I'm taking it back to the chief priest.
And how are you sure that the said chief priest is not as compromised as the king? And how are you also sure that if you give this Ududueze to him, that he won't give it to the king? How are you sure?
Nebo, our land of peace, is the kingdom of the gods. We cannot move faster than our gods. But I'm very sure at the appropriate time, the gods will rise and do the right thing. I shall see you later.
And please, be careful. Be very careful.
We allowed in this meeting because it is wrong to hold you as an evil just because your father is evil. We wanted to hear from you, and now we have listened to you. I can tell you immediately that I am totally disappointed.
And may I know the reason why you're totally disappointed? Why would you people choose to embarrass my father, the king, before me?
And may I ask you, the kingdom where your father is the king, answer him.
My father is the king of this land. So why the hell are you asking me the kingdom in which my father is the king?
Now, Jirof, I want to ask you a question. Who do you believe? Do you believe these elders that are actually doing everything possible to save this land from destruction? Or is it your father that is actually destroying this land that you believe?
What's your name again? Mpume. Good. Mpume, first of all, you don't have any right to address me by my first name, Jidofo. I am His Highness, Prince Jidofo of Urunebo Kingdom. So next time, you should learn to address me with respect. Now to answer your stupid question, I believe my father, not this poverty-stricken and disrespectful old man.
On the strength of that your answer, I'm ordering you out from this meeting this minute.
Excuse me?
Now.
What did I hear you say?
Leave! You just have 5 seconds to leave this meeting. And the counting starts now. 1,
2.
2.
Do you know who the fuck you're dealing with?
3, 4. Come on! Take it away! Take it away!
I am pleading with you, Your Majesty, to please calm down and communicate. I am at your service.
Mr. Honorable DPO, why are you talking as if I have water in my mouth? As I speak with you now, my son is lying critically ill in the intensive care unit of Shekina Hospital.
I am sorry, Your Majesty. What happened?
What happened is that my son was beaten up. My son was beaten up mercilessly by that vagabond who calls himself the leader of the youths in this village. My son was beaten up when he was carrying out his duties as the prince of this land.
That is a crime.
Of course that's a crime. That's why I'm calling you. That's why I am telling you, reporting this matter to you, that you do something about it. I have called your commissioner, and he assured me that you could handle this matter. Mr. DPO, I want you to handle this matter expeditiously so that I do not have to call the Inspector General.
You don't have to disturb the overall boss over this minor issue. I can handle it.
Good. I want you to arrest all the youths in this village. Arrest all of them. I will be mad if any of them escapes. Mr. DPO, arrest all of them. Get back to me. I will tell you what to do.
Oh, no. Consider it done, Your Majesty.
Crush these people. I will crush them.
Your Majesty, I am pleading with you to calm down. Calm down, Your Majesty. The prince, I know, will be alright. Besides, Your Majesty, this is not the best way to celebrate the arrival of the new queen. And besides, Your Majesty, these are your subjects.
They are taking too much. I mean, why would anybody, for that matter, raise his hand against the prince of this land, against my son?
Azuogo.
Akanyo, Your Majesty. Akanyo. I know it will be alright.
Urunebo is bouncing back to its former glory.
I want you to assure me that this symbol of authority is safe in your custody.
I cannot give you any assurance. All the assurance you need shall be given by the gods of this land. Blessings at the middle.
Let's see. Gods can
doing.
Chief Priest, what have you done? Is it not the spirit of Odudueze that just left?
You have done your own part. Let the gods do the rest.
You want to rule the world, so you're killing for silver and gold, shedding innocent blood. For your crime, you will surely pay. Before
This is one of the happiest days in my life. I want us to toast to the success of this marriage. I want us to toast to the success of this kingdom. We shall continue to grow from strength to strength. I decree that we shall all be happy. Continue to be happy until we breathe our last.
What is this? This is blood.
Calm down, my queen. We're all as surprised as you are. You saw me pop the champagne, and then suddenly it turned to blood.
Do you realize we are talking about a man the gods have abandoned? I mean, an evil king that have been killing and shedding blood recklessly. A man we have ceased to recognize as a king in this kingdom.
I am getting confused. I don't understand what is going on here anymore.
What I see here is the perfect exhibition of your father's witchcraft. Moses, your father, is my brother. And we all know that he is an evil man. I'm telling you all this because I know he is a sadist. He does not want you to marry the king. That is why he decided to turn our expensive champagne into blood. Ezubaja, I want you to leave this to me to handle. Ibai, Anam. Ezubaja.
No, Your Majesty. I can't believe that. My father is not an evil man.
How can you say a thing like that? Didn't you see the evil staring you in the face? Listen, your father is a sadist, and I want you to realize that. You must resist him. You must. Your father is one of the men that want to disgrace us. Now, listen. You and I, we must agree here and now that nobody is going to disgrace us. Not even your father.
Wickedness does not last. Evil men will always try to hide the truth, but the truth can never be hidden forever.
My son called me from his base in the UK and told me that he was coming back. But he said I shouldn't tell his father that he wanted to take him by surprise. I kept it to myself. Finally, my son came back and the man brainwashed him. My son, who would believe anything I told him, looked me in the face and told me that he believed his father and not me.
My dear, I understand your frustration. And I must say, you have every right to be.
You know, that woman was praying and said that the future is bright. And I was laughing. I mean, what is the future?
Hey, you never can tell what God is planning. You see, one thing I've come to realize over the years is that our God never abandons his people.
My sister, I am beginning to think that he has abandoned me. I mean, how would my son take sides with his father? He came back and realized the evil practices of the king. He realized that the man was up against the forces of the earth. On his own, he denied royalty and decided to live like a normal citizen. And I was happy. At least he was beginning to behave like the Jidofo I nurtured. And all of a sudden, he went back to his vomit, threatening to be as vicious as his father.
When God is watching the earth with concentration and keen interest, people will think that he is sleeping. But I tell you, our God does not ever sleep. You know?
Should I tell you the truth, Ichioka? I don't know why we are here standing and arguing. People will say we're having a serious misunderstanding.
And that is the truth. We're having serious misunderstanding.
May I know the canal of that the so-called serious misunderstanding?
Let us agree here now that what happened at the throne room has nothing to do with Ishi Nwosu of Awato village.
Papa, you are now trying to tell me that you know my brother Nwosu better than I do. Ekwa?
Ishi Omenka, what happened at the throne room was an expression of anger of the gods of this land. It has nothing to do with an innocent man.
Papa, since when have you become the mouthpiece of the gods? Eh? Why are you defending a man that is so committed to witchcraft? Let it not be as if I'm cutting you short. Ichi Omenka. Ichi Nwosu, I know, is not even a member of Urunebo Masquerade. Why are you linking him to witchcraft? Huh? What I can make out of the submissions of two of you is that you are both planning to chicken out.
Ishi Omenka, it is only a foolish man that will see blindness and opens his eyes. Mbano, I am no more part of this. Adorozumia.
Yeah, Amadi. Are you sure this man is all right? Why must he resign from a thing that is generating so much money? Ichie, I cannot stay here and tell you my stand. But if you fail to see further say from me, then know you very well that I'm no longer interested. I am going with him. I don't even believe that these are credible men of Urunebo. How can they resign from such a lucrative thing that generates much money?
Let's just check around. This thing is getting too much. Let's just get around. Let's go. We're heading to Urunebo now. And let's just go and check what is happening there because we have an information there. I don't know what happened. Huh?
Stop! It's a king, man! Oh! Go back, reverse back! My eyes, go back!
Go back to where you're coming from. This is Orunebo Kingdom, where God himself is the chief security officer.
There's a voice.
Officers of the law should not dabble themselves into the wars of the gods. Go back and tell them that you saw a man that told you so. Go back.
Go back.
Go back.
Come back. This will never, there's something there. No, we're not going to, we're going to.
I have waited all day, thinking that the spirit of Odudueze will return back to me. Now I can understand that the spirit of Odudueze has started its work in the land. I can now retire back to my house. Yes. I know very well that the gods will surely conclude the work they have started in our land. Yes.
I was in a trance today. I saw myself getting married to the son of the king of Urunebo. Everyone was excited. Then I woke up and I realized it was a dream. I really don't understand that.
Don't bother yourself about that dream. Just see it as the very definition of nonsense.
Why would you call it nonsense?
I was in Urunebo today, remember? And I can immediately tell you that the son of that useless king is hospitalized. Do you know why? The youth of the village beat him up.
Are you serious?
Very serious. I can immediately tell you also that I'm very serious. Very serious. You see, the thing is, he came back from overseas and decided to follow his father's evil steps. And under no condition will I allow you to get married in such family that is already up against the gods.
Why are you always condemning everybody? Why? Why are you always doing this? The wedding was very elaborate. People were just excited. They were just drinking and dancing. Everyone was just loving everything, and it was very good.
Listen, don't get carried away by your dreams. Please, I beg you. What about me? Me, I also had a dream. See, I dreamt that I was asked to crown
the king of Urunebo. And this man knelt before me. They asked me to crown him king. I saw the dreams as one useless and worthless dream. I woke up and I ignored it.
Why would you ignore such a dream? It is a great honor to crown someone king. It's a very big honor.
Amuma, even if you forget everything in this life, there is something you must never forget. You must not forget the fact that we are from the great family of Nwokoye, of Urunebo. We are the ones to be crowned kings. Why would they bring somebody from another place for me to crown him king? Wow. It means deviation. It's an insult. You see, the thing is, they want to implicate your brother. But trust me, I can never be compromised. Never.
Make one move and your history.
Do not kill her. Let it be a lesson to her.
Exactly. Killing her will not teach her any lesson.
They are the ones that saved you. I will come again to teach you your lessons if you don't learn it. Next time, there will be no chance for noble citizens of Urunebo to plead for you.
I'm scared.
What do you mean by you're scared?
I just had a nightmare, Mother. I'm beginning to see reasons with what Father said. I think there is something wrong with this palace.
Ichiomenka came here this evening to accuse your father of being into witchcraft. He said so many things. He even said that champagne turned into blood.
It all happened before me. The king was celebrating our union with his cabinet members. We all saw when he popped the crystal champagne. We all saw when he poured it into our glasses. As we were about to click our glasses for a toast, we suddenly saw the crystal champagne turn into blood. Mama, I am getting scared.
Listen. I want you to remain steadfast. Okay? Something tells me that the gods are about to kill the king. And you are the one to inherit bulk of his properties.
Wait a minute, Mother. Are you asking me to remain here when it's so clear that nothing is going well in this palace?
There's a reason I allowed you marry that evil man. And that is because I want us to divert all his wealth. We have not done that yet. I don't know why you're suddenly going cold.
I just told you I had a nightmare where I was almost killed. If not for some noble men of Urunebo that pleaded on my behalf to let me go, I would have died.
Forget that dream you had and think about the wealth in that palace. Listen, I want you to realize that you're going to be a millionaire soon. And this is an opening gate. This is an opportunity that God gave you. Don't be a fool to mess it up.
You know what? I found out that DPO to whom I gave the report concerning the youths molesting my son, that man has not made even one single arrest.
Why? Maybe you should call him and find out why he has not made any arrests.
I did. I called all his 3 lines but all of them were switched off. The man who certainly needless to get him tomorrow. I will get him. Deal with him.
I have made up my mind not to go to Runebo again. Why are both of you forcing me to that kingdom again?
We are not forcing you back to Runebo for you to go and live there. You told us that we are the children of a man of Runebo called Omema. We have gone to Runebo and we are unable to trace the root of this man. We just want you to take us to his village.
And why are you tracing his root? I mean, I'm a father to both of you. You both are graduates. Is there anything you lack in this house that it cannot provide for you? Huh? Why are you going back to a people who may not eventually accept you?
We're not running away from you. You are a father that we love with all our hearts. We simply want you to take us there so that we know where we migrated from. It will go a long way to giving us fulfillment. Please, Father. Please.
Mr. DPO, what is happening? Why are you such an incompetent officer?
Your Majesty, with all due respect and all sense of confidence, I am not an incompetent officer.
Then can you explain to me why you have not moved in with your men to arrest the youths who descended on my son and beat him up as he was going about his legitimate business.
Your Majesty, we made so many phone calls to some credible people that were present.
What you're saying now is that it is your word against mine. That's probably why you have not gone in and made any arrest.
Your Majesty, I must let you know immediately that police officers are meant not for the spirits, deities and gods. We are meant to police men.
What arrant nonsense is this? What are you talking about?
Your Majesty, when my men got to the border of your kingdom, they got blinded.
Why are you trying to provoke me? What do you mean by they got blinded?
When my men got to the border of your kingdom, they heard a voice addressing them like this: go back to the men that sent you. This is Urunebo Kingdom, the only kingdom in which God himself is the only chief security officer. Officers of the law should not dabble into the wars of the gods. This was what the voice told my men.
The voice told your men that?
Yes, Your Majesty, right in the border of your kingdom.
Can your men describe that man that told them that?
Your Majesty, my officers were already blinded, and a blind man cannot describe or arrest anybody, sir.
This is just like a fairy tale. Sounds like tales by moonlight.
Your Majesty, imagine this scenario. When my men enter into your kingdom, they get blinded. But once they retract, they get normal. This is spiritual.
Wait. There is something I need to understand here. Are you saying my father married you yesterday?
Exactly. He just crowned me the Queen Obi of Urunebo Kingdom. And we're already making great plans of how to transform this kingdom. Or do you have a problem with that?
Of course I do. I have problems with that. Listen, the first time I saw you, I told you you're beautiful. I even kissed you and I said to you, I have plans for you. What are you doing, my father? What will allow him to marry you?
But you didn't tell me you want to marry me. You said you had plans. And it could mean anything.
Now listen, Uju, I need you to listen and listen carefully.
Sorry, my prince. You can no longer call me Ujuma. I am now Queen Obieze of Urunebo Kingdom. I want you to realize I am no longer the little Ujuma palace maid who kissed you out of fear.
Wait. Are you saying I can't kiss you again?
You see, a man like you who has lived the better part of his life in the UK cannot compare himself to a woman who has spent all her life in Urunebo. I am a woman, quite sure, but I want you to realize I've got the heart of a warrior.
What are you doing, my father? I would allow an old man who's 2 inches close to his grave to ruin your life. Huh?
Greetings.
Greetings. Are you looking for someone?
This is the first time I am seeing three of you. Already it is proven to me that three of you are from Urunebo Kingdom. In my capacity as the chief priest of Urunebo, I order the three of you not to cross the border of Urunebo Kingdom until the healing that started is completed.
See what I mean? You see what I mean? You see why I told you I don't want to come back to this village? What is my business with what happens in Urunebo? Eh?
That man already introduced himself as the chief priest. Without hearing from us, he confirmed to us that we're from here. I would not want us to argue. I want us to obey the man.
Obey which man? Obey which man? Huh? Look, I am sure both of you can trace your way back to Uralo. Okay? Your father's village is the next village after this village. Ask anybody of Omemba's family, the renowned potter. Somebody I'm sure will take you to your father's house. I'm leaving.
But you can't just leave us here.
Look what you've just done to me. You just messed me up. I need to go take a shower.
Come here. Come on. Listen. The very first day I set my eyes on you, I knew you were not just an ordinary maiden. You were meant for noble men like me. I'm sure you'll enjoy me as a husband.
And listen, you need to control yourself before you put me in trouble. I am married to the king, your father, and I can never be your wife.
Oh, forget it. Forget my father. My father is just an old man who is looking for an exit route. That man is 2 inches away from his grave. I can handle him. Huh? Sit down. Come on, sit down. Come on, sit down. Sit now. Sit down. I wonder what you want to say this time.
How would you change so suddenly? I want you to always remember that I'm your mother and that I want the best for you.
Mother, please tell me why you called.
Are you aware that your father got married to Jonah, a girl who used to serve me as a maiden in the palace? I am calling you to find out if you're in support of your father bringing such shame upon himself.
Mother, your information is not valid. You're simply making mistakes.
Are you saying that you're not aware that your father got married yesterday?
Mother, Ujunwa, the palace maiden, is now the queen of Urunebo Kingdom. She is my wife, not my father's wife.
Are you saying that your father married Ujunwa for you?
Mother, why don't you just look for something and get busy with? Leave us alone in this palace. Ujunwa is my wife, and I can tell you immediately that I love her.
What have you done? Why would you say such a thing to your mother? Do you realize the implication of what you just said?
So, what did he tell his mother as making my queen angry?
Your Majesty, may you live long.
Yes, my son.
I want to especially thank you for what you did for me while I was away in the hospital.
What are you talking about? What did I do for you?
The beautiful wife that you married for me. I want to thank you, and I really do appreciate Sweetie, come over.
Your Majesty, I have been trying to explain to him that I am not married to him, but...
Shut up and allow me to land. Your Majesty, Ujungwa, the village girl of Awa, thought that you crowned the queen of Urunebo Kingdom, is my wife, not yours. If you're looking for a woman to replace my mother with, I suggest you go look for a woman that is as old as you are, or a little bit older than you, so that by the time you want to die, you people will die together. So that if I call her mother in the presence of people, I mean, it will make meaning, it will make sense. Sweetie, come over to this place.
Didn't have a son.
Oh, what did you just do? You killed your only son?
Come. See, you are the queen that will give me heir apparent to the throne. Give me sons, many more sons, a son that will not insult me. Nothing will ever come between us. Come. Put your hand here.
I am sorry, Father, but we have been disobedient. You're a man of tradition, but why are you disobeying the chief priest?
The right question would be, why should I obey the chief priest? Why should I even obey the chief priest? Where was the chief priest the night Ugbaja sent his assassins to wipe out the entire members of my family? Where was he? Where?
Daddy, as you can see, the car has refused to move. And this is happening right in the borders of the Urunebo Kingdom. This simply means that the gods of this land do not want us to leave.
You both can drive. Find a way of getting this car back to Uralo. As for me, I'm going. I can't remain here.
Daddy, where is he going? How long can he trek? Daddy? Oh gosh, what are we going to do now?
I'm blind! No!
Daddy! Daddy!
If you desire to see again, step back.
You're blind? He said I should step back.
He's blind.
Where is back?
What are we going to do?
You're blind?
Daddy! What are we going to do?
He said I should step back.
Is that not the dancer?
Men are nothing without their root. Go back to Urunebo and remain there. Blindness will be nothing compared to what will happen to you if you disobey.
Amumekwereze zurike amumado Aduna nekwereze zurike amumado Ajeza batati sasi obodo budo nisi nana Obodo adima urundinze amumado Do yogogo amumado
I don't get it. Can't you understand? I mean, we didn't plan to stay for long. We have only our clothing, what we're wearing, how are we going to stay for long? Don't you understand?
The clothes are white. They cannot keep us this long if they have not planned anything down for us.
I am beginning to believe almost everything I used to doubt. At least I can now raise my head anywhere in the world and say there's power in Africa.
What powers have you seen?
Daddy, you got blinded today and strangely you started seeing again. This car packed us right at the borders of the Urunebo kingdom. And as soon as we decided to reverse back, the car started moving again. Isn't that enough reason to say there's power in Africa? And I'm glad I'm really experiencing all that.
You can say that again.
Calm down and tell me what is happening in the evil palace. Why are you panting?
Bume. The king has killed his only son, the prince. My prince is dead.
How on earth is that ever possible? Why would he kill his only son that he has been protecting?
Bume, you know you are the youth leader. And I came to you because I know you will act very fast on this. As I'm talking to you now, as we are speaking now, the king has employed laborers that dig wells. And they are digging well in the palace as we are talking now without knowing that they are digging the grave of my prince.
Why in this world will such an evil man kill his own son?
See, I have given you the information I came to give to you. Because I know you will act very fast on this. As I'm talking to you now, all the guards, including me, have left the palace. Both the porter and the guards, all of us are out. Something must be done to stop my king from committing this great abomination of burying his only son alone. Please, Nkwe, something must be done very fast. Please, do something.
How will such an evil man emerge as the king of Urunebo Kingdom? It's not possible. It will never happen. Never.
I can't believe this, Your Majesty. How can you do this? We are talking about your son, the heir apparent to the throne. How can you shoot your son just because of a woman?
Shut up! Chief Omenka, I said shut up your mouth. We're not talking about just any woman. Oh no! We are talking about a woman who I married. We are talking about a woman who I crowned Queen Obi of Urunebo. That's who we are talking about.
Whatever position she occupies in this land, the prince that you killed was more relevant than her. You killed and abominably buried your son alone. Now you are hoping that the new queen will give you a son. I am disappointed in you. And I tell you here and now that I am out. I'm out of this. And I'm joining the other elders.
Oh no, you are not. If you think I'm going to let you walk out of this throne room, then you have another thing coming. Who gave you the right? Who gave you the right to refer to my son's burial as an abominable act?
You are pointing a gun at me. Ichi Omenka Funanya of Urunebo. How dare you?
I consider them enemies once they start talking differently.
Drop the weapon and put your hands on your head. Do not attempt to disobey this order. This palace is surrounded.
Dipio! You fool! Didn't you say that anytime your men came into my kingdom, they went blind? What are you doing here now?
I don't want to repeat myself. Drop that weapon.
See, DPO, in this palace, I have well over 100 million naira in physical cash. See, let's just sit down and talk over this matter. I'm sure we can settle it amicably, right?
Your Majesty, sir, you are under arrest for multiple murders. You have the right to remain silent, as anything you say might be used against you in the court of law. Now, move. Do not force me to manhandle you. Now, move.
This is the emancipation of Urenebu. Men that stole the heart of the kingdom are finally up against the laws of the land. The disgrace out of the throne is completed. Let's go!
Every day is for the thief. Go! One day is for the honor. The evil that men do, lift up at them. You occupy the seat that does not belong to you. Let's go! Move, my friend.
This is the right time to evacuate all the money in this palace. Now I am a millionaire.
Maidens that betray their queens are not worthy to be queens.
Who are you and how did you get in here?
Blindness is something that no woman wants. It's the most unwanted thing to any woman.
So just because you think that you can see, I came to tell you that you cannot see.
That money belongs to this kingdom. And the emerging king will use it for the development of this land.
Is it true? Is it true? I can't see.
My son, when you come of age, do not be in a hurry to get into marriage. When you rush into marriage, you will end up in sorrow. Your wife shall be revealed to you by the gods. It shall happen like magic. The lady will be transforming from a normal lady to a royal woman in your presence. Do not be scared. She may be older than you. She may be someone's former wife. She may look very intimidating. Approach her and tell her she is your wife that will bear you children, and leave the gods to do the rest. Thank you, Papa.
I don't think we've met before.
I have remained unmarried up to this time because I have not found you. But now that I have found you, I want to say immediately that you are my wife. That would give me children.
Who are you?
My name is Onukuli. I am a man of this land. I am precisely from the great Nwokoye family. You may not understand why I am saying all this. But please, I want you to understand that the revelation is complete. You are my wife, and I am pleading with you not to say no.
Please, can you help me start this car?
What happened to it?
I don't know. He just parked here and decided not to start again.
Start the car.
This is funny. I had tried this thing severally, but no luck. Thank you.
Turn it off.
Thank you.
Start the car again. Turn it off. Now I am beginning to see the hand of the gods in all this. Ever since this revelation was given to me by my master, the renowned potter, I had consistently wondered how my wife would look like. And now, I am happy that I'm going to marry a beautiful woman.
I have brought my sister into Urunebo in line with your instructions. Now may I know why you gave such instruction?
It follows naturally that God in heaven, Chukwu Abiama, Olisebolowa, is the greatest. Ubaja is out of the way. In line with the pronouncement of the great man of Uralo, Ubaja has been disgraced out of the throne. I am waiting for the full moon in a couple of weeks. We shall gather in a place to be announced later. There, we will hear the verdict of the gods.
To tell you the truth, I like that lady. But do you think she would agree to marry our father?
We already spending the night under her roof. If she never liked her father, she would not bring us back here.
Everything is happening so fast. I'm watching with keen interest.
I have never seen a man with your kind of aura. I mean, as I'm sitting here with you, I'm afraid because it has never happened before.
I don't know why you should be afraid. I mean, you've been married to one of the most ruthless murderers in this community, and you were not afraid. Why should you be afraid of a simple, harmless man like me?
I lost my son in the process. And the only man I've ever known had been disgraced out of office. And he's going to die in jail. I don't know why I'm doing this. I really do not know.
I'm sorry about what happened to you. I'm really sorry. But all I can say is that the good days are ahead, and the God that brought you this far will still make you see the good days.
The truth that I know for sure is that you have not landed where your destiny lies. The man will go out of circulation. Suddenly, a new man will emerge. You are destined for the next level based on how you manage the new man. Now manage the new man with the meekness of a queen, and you shall live long and see the good days ahead.
You are not as ordinary as you look. The stranger who saved me from the king once mentioned good days to me. He said that I have not landed where my destiny lies. And you're beginning to sound like that man.
It depends on what you mean. My name is Onokuli Mokoye. I'm just a simple man of the great Mokoye family. All I know is that you're my wife. That will give me children. And I know that the great God is not asleep.
Yes. I'm coming. Why are you not doing anything?
I'm not doing anything because there is nothing to do.
Our daughter, who was married to the king, has gone blind. The youth threw her out of the palace without anything. That is injustice. Eh? And as far as I'm concerned, you must fight the injustice, especially now that it's against our daughter.
You know, greed and covetousness are twin brothers. They are twin evil that can destroy any person or people. Both are your problems. I want you to understand that you are the one that destroyed the life of our daughter. I leave posterity to judge you. To judge you.
Urunebo Kwen?
Yeah.
Urunebo Mwan?
Yeah.
Urunebo Zwan?
Yeah.
I'm happy we all are gathered here today with smiling faces. Urunebo Kwezwan? In one of the too many times you advised your sister in those gloomy periods you sojourned in Urala, you told her something, and I quote, "Men are better when they allow the gods to lead their way. They lead themselves to untimely death when they go in front themselves."
I'm sorry. How did you get that?
Emenike, you are a man that allowed the gods to lead your way. You shunned youthful exuberance, and you settled for the verdict of the gods. You listened to your brother, and you exercised patience. Today, you are married to an Urunebo man. I can tell you immediately, you are part of the good days. It shall be well with you. You were asked to manage the new man with the meekness of a queen. You obeyed. I can tell you immediately, you are part of the good days. Both of you, can you please stand up? I want you to stand up. Both of you are members of the Nwokoye family. Both of you are qualified to be kings. But the truth is that both of you cannot be kings in a particular place at a particular time. And I ask both of you, who do we crown our king today?
You asked me to stay at home today and tomorrow. But as you can see, I have not left home. So what is it you want this night?
You must go to the stream tomorrow. You will find a sick man. He will be accompanied by his children, but though they are not his biological children. There is a link between all of you, but I will not go into that for now. I see marriages. I see good days ahead of you. Everything will be clear to you when you finally retire back to Urunebo. Go tomorrow and heal that man. He will benefit from the healing powers of Ududweze and will ultimately be the custodian of that symbol of authority.
He once benefited from the hidden powers of Ududweze. The dancing maiden told me that he will ultimately be the custodian of the symbol of authority. He's more like a father to me. He is our king, and I will remain under his supremacy.
Urabe, Ekanamuru! Ekanamuru! Ndiaru! Mwaru! Shwaru! Achano! Today is a great day. Step forward.
Ebonadi, Konadi.
Ezema.
Ganiru.
Let me have your hand. Urunebo Kwen. Urunebo Kwen. Urunebo Kwen zone. Today, I crown you as the Onyadirekando one of Urunebo. Mamaru. Yeah. Mamaru. Yeah. Kachar. Yeah. Urunebo Kwano. Yeah. Urunebo Rieno. Yeah. Mwano. Yeah. Mwano. Yeah. Kwano.
Anazezazo. Ezenesina kulisa. Akade kuchiyonwa. Onwa netibo nyobuna. Onye chukwu mereze. Onye chukwu mereze gabuweze. You don't cause a man who God has not caused. Power belongs to God. He gives to those he wants. When God says yes, nobody can say no. Onye chukwu mereze. Iwubu no gabuweze. Iwubu no gabuweze. Onye chukwu mereze. Iwubu no gabuweze. Iwubu no gabuweze. Anazezazo. Ezenesina kulisa. Akade kuchiyonwa nwanne mu n'ọnwa na-etibe onye ọbụla. Onye chukwu mereze. Onye chukwu mereze gabuweze. You don't cause a man who God has not caused. Power belongs to God. He gives to those he wants. When God says yes, nobody can say no. Onye chukwu mereze. Iwubu no gabuweze. Iwubu no gabuweze. Iwubu no gabuweze. Legali banya n'obodo niile. Ndị mmadụ na-asa eze. Onye ọbụla bụzi eleze. Kedu onye ga-abụzi osote eze? Gidi 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 bụ ugwu eze. Onye nnụtọ ka ala eze. Ya ka o ji bụla eze nwanne m. A na-azọ eze azọ. Eze na-esi n'aka Olisa. Aka na-ekpuchi ọnwa nwanne m n'ọnwa na-etibe onye ọbụla. Onye chukwu mere eze. Onye chukwu mere eze ga-abụ eze. You don't cause a man who God has not caused. Power belongs to God. He gives to those he wants. When God says yes, nobody can say no. Onye chukwu mere eze. Iwubu no gabuweze. Iwubu no gabuweze. Onye chukwu mere eze. Iwubu no gabuweze.
is a